Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 2023 Slippery Rock Baptist Camp preseason tournament. We're here in the winners finals. The Portersville Warriors walking out. First Baptist Eagles walking out. One will prevail. Winner goes to the grand finals. Loser plays either Chautauqua or Grove City. Or I suppose there's two others that are still yet to be decided. Loser bracket right now. What's going on over there? Winner bracket going on over here. But it's best of three. First two games are to 21. Final game to 11. We'll see how they ride with it. Osterling topside. Ashton Metz there to finish that one off. Fighting his way Charles topside. Right hand Butterworth coming across into the deep zone. Ellie Hendricks, Osterling down center. Taylor Hendricks into the net. And we have point one on the board. Both these teams have a handsome and rich history between one another. Maybe not with the rosters that are out there on the court here today. But either way, both these teams are no stranger to each other, nor are the talents that are out there individually. Osterling, topside, right hand, Ashton Metz throws that one over, goes off Kate Steele, hits the ceiling, comes back down in a weird trajectory. Sela not quite able to get underneath that one, as the 1-1 score is now on the board. Taylor Hendricks here, number 25 for the First Baptist Eagles, here to serve it up. Last time these two teams met, other than yesterday, as First Baptist was able to take away that best of three series a day prior to this one. It was during the championship of the SWCAC, where Portersville is able to squeak out that fifth game in that 5-game series. And that's just out of bounds by Izzy Green on that near side attack. And the First Baptist Eagles taking the lead by one. Taylor Hendricks here to serve. Solid service, kept alive there by Butterworth, finding Charles topside, right hand Green, down the straight, scoring off that front side attack. Down the straight, through the hoops, claiming another point, making it 2-2. Izzy Green here, number 9 to serve it up. Solid right-handed service going off Ashton Metz, right-hand Osterling, lost by, I believe that was Mia. Nice diving play by Ellie Hendricks, throws it over, that's inbound. First Baptist Eagles able to pick up the point. Diving efforts all around Osterling with the secondary. Third was made by Ellie Hendricks. And something you got to commemorate, something you got to recognize. 3-2 on the board. First Baptist in the lead. Solid serve there by Ashton Metz. McCaslin finding his way off Charles. Over the shoulder. Not enough. Izzy Green hung out the drive there on the back line. Ashton Metz here, number 19, throws this one over. Underneath, Kate Steele able to find his way. Charles, topside, right hand, Butterworth down the straight, kept alive by Maddie Metz. Taylor, Ellie, over the shoulder, finding its way off Izzy. Charles, topside, Butterworth down the straight, cuts it across instead, almost finds the point, and back, inbounds. Ellie Hendricks another time. Puts her team up 5-2 against Portersville. Metz with a solid serve, goes off Kada, finds Charles topside. Butterworth there with a right-handed attack, very softly handled there. Smith Cooper off the block from Butterworth, diving play McCaslin on the return, diving play Taylor, finds a back set by Ellie Hendricks, right-hand attack by Maddie Metz, and that's out of bounds. Celine's a little too far left. First time I've seen Kaylee on the court, was not here in yesterday's game, looking to be the difference maker out there for First Baptist. Let's see if she does just that. Mia Steele, there, number 8 with that service, going off Taylor Hendricks. Osterling, near side right hand from Ellie, and that's inbounds the call. Zebra Stripes out in the stand, calling that one out, and that will be what we roll with. Portersville 4, First Baptist 5, here in game 1, in this best of 3. Right-hand service there by Steele. Kept alive by Taylor. Set near side. Ellie Hendricks hits the net. Nice control by Kaylee. Down it goes. Out of bounds. Going back out for the Warriors. Ellie Hendricks trying to kill something with that attack. Maybe trying a little too hard. Sometimes you got to peel a little bit off to up the accuracy. 10 points in, 10 serves in, nobody with the lead as we sit 5-5. Taylor Hendricks topside, Cooper with the right hand deep, and that hits the wall. It's not even a question on that one. Portersville leads it for the first first time in a while, 6-5. Mia Steele with the right-handed service, very shallow. Taylor diving, Osterling over the net. In the net is the call, and that'll come back over to the First Baptist side. 6 apiece on the board. Mia Steele on the bench. McCaslin to play that back line. Keep an eye on her as Josie Osterling will make the serve. We're tied at 6s. Throwing up and across. Steele for Green. Finds Charles. Topside to Butterworth. Finish that one off. Kaylee on her knees finds its way forward. Maddie, right hand by Ellie. Punched over by Butterworth. And that one's going to find the ground. Katrina Eisler on to play the back line. Sporting the number 22 in navy blue. They have the lead 6-7. Line drive, Kaylee with the first. Osterling gets it back to center. Maddie Metz there to finish it off. McCaslin finds Eisler. The back line center to the near side. Right hand. And the net is called on the set. Katrina Eisler, the number 22 on the screen in the black and yellow, or the navy blue and yellow. That point forfeits its way over to First Baptist. Ellie Hendricks here with the serve. Sends it up and across. Kept alive there by Izzy Green into the benches, but kept alive by Kata Steele. Thrown up but not over as it hits the antenna by Kylie Spink. 8-7 on the board. First Baptist in the lead. Ellie Hendricks there, solid serve, down center, goes off Green, diving play Eisler, thrown over by Charles, kept alive by Cooper, on the return, diving play by Green, over the line she steps, almost able to save it with the balance on the tailbone, and not able to keep the feet from touching the line, or touching the ground. Either way, it might be just overruled. You always have to, if a body part is across the line, part of it must remain touching the line, or else that line violation is called and point is forfeit. But easy as it comes is as easy as it goes. That 1-point lead is right back intact. Portersville down 8-9. Solid serve there by Kata Steele. Finding its way out Green. Eisler topside set, looking for a hand from Sheila Charles. Nice control there by Ellie Hendricks. Finding Maddie topside to Cooper. Finished off that play. Katrina set near side. Izzy shooting. Nice control off the block by Ellie. Or off the dig by Ellie. But Maddie Metz finds herself. Her back brushes the net. And that'll come back over to the Portersville side. And we're tied at 9. Kata Steele here to serve. Sends that one up and across. Controlled by Osterling. Maddie Metz. Samantha Cooper hits the net, and that one doesn't pass go. Good service, and that's out of bounds. So if it's your first game watching this, first time watching this tournament, there is a rule for the servers. You're allowed 1 foot across the line. You're allowed 1 step, but not 2. Because of how close the walls are to the line, doesn't really give you a whole lot of room, but that's going to be in bounds. And that's going back to First Baptist. We're sitting at another First Baptist lead, 11-10 this time around here in game number 1. Both teams not giving up an inch, let alone a mile. Samantha Cooper here, number 2, to serve it up for the girls in the royal blue. Sends this one leaning near side, goes off Izzy Eisler. Towards the net, throws it over, might have been over the line, but I'm not the referee. Off of Ashton, nice control by Eisler, goes off Green, thrown over by McCaslin, and that's only 3. The first was a block. Maddie Metz, Ashton Metz, over to the Portersville side, finds McCaslin. Katrina with a secondary, near side, Izzy Green, right hand, into the deep, and that's out of bounds. Oh, so close. 2 points, now the gap. Portersville down 10-12. Samantha Cooper to serve. Off the right hand. Finds McCaslin. Eisler topside. Charles there to finish that one off. And it's way off Osterling. Maddie Metz topside to Ashton. Right hand hits the net. That one comes back down, but it's... Hey! I like this ref. You know how many times I call that out and it's never the judgment of the referee? Hey, we got it right this time. McCaslin here to serve it up. Portersville trails 11-12. Good service, deep into the left field, finding its way off Cooper. Maddie Metz over to Ashton Metz. Right hand attack coming into the deep, kept alive by McCaslin. Punched up by Eisler. From the back line, one last ditch effort, but that's not going to make it on the 3rd attempt. Good try all around, but a good is not enough on a few occasions. 13 serving 11. First Baptist Eagles in the lead. Metz here, number 11. To serve, a line drive over to the far side deep. Hit the live Eisler, right hand, over top. It goes by Charles. Osterling sets it up on the far side. Ashton Metz with a right hand attack down center lane, and that one's going to ricochet off the libero McCaslin and out of bounds. 14-11. First Baptist Eagles taking a charge in this game. Leading by a handsome amount. They got some cushion for error. We'll see if they need to use it. That's the story here tonight. Beautiful right-handed service, but a little bit too far gone as that one exits the back line. 2 points the gap. Butterworth back on to play the front line in spot of Eisler. Maddie Metz also exits in spot of Cayley on their back line for the libero position. 12-14, Portersville down, but they're not out of it. Solid serve up and across, and that's going to be in bounds. That's my call. I hesitate for one moment. Portersville back within one, looking to pick up some steam. Beautiful serve, almost looking to duplicate the first one. Taylor Osterling back over to Taylor Hendricks, hits the net in the midsection, and that one's going to fall a little short. Portersville, First Baptist. They're both tied at 14. Taylor Charles with a shallow service, returned by Cooper, over top the netting on the first try. Izzy Green near side, hits the attack, but not far enough. Over top of the netting, as it falls short of the wall. First Baptist take back the lead, 15-14. Taylor Hendricks here, number 25, to serve it up for the girls in the lighter navy blue, the royal blue. Not sure what to call it anymore. Solid serve near side, goes off Butterworth for the first touch. Charles here setting that one near side, a right hand tip. Not able to get it past the block, but the second try is good. Diving play, Ashton Metz on the return. Right hand easy. Score! And Portersville never say never. 15 all on the board here in game one. We're playing at 21. Both teams 6 straight points away from closing it out. Beautiful right-handed service there by Izzy Green. Finding Cooper. Topside Osterling. Finds right hand by Ellie. Shoots it into the wall. And the next county over says, what was that? Portersville leads at 16-15. 31 serves into it. Only a 1-point gap on the board. Service by Izzy Green. Finding its way off the right hand of Mia Steele on the front line. Diving play Cayley. Finds Osterling. From the back line, the libero not able to get the setup. Taylor Hendricks breathing down her neck. Sticking to her back like a pancake stuck to the wall when I tried to make it this morning. 17-15 on the board. Portersville right now with a 2-point lead. Green with a great service. Goes off. Ashton finds his way. Cayley over top the net. It comes over. Green. Charles. Near side. Right hand. Kata Steele. Says hello. Force the timeout from First Baptist. 18 Portersville, 15 First Baptist when we come back after the timeout. Alrighty, both sides ready to rock and roll. Back down on the court. 3 points to gap. Portersville in the lead. To serve it up is number 9, Izzy Green. Throws that one up and across. Finding its way off Taylor Hendricks. Osterling top side to Ellie Hendricks to throw it over with the 2 hands. Charles, Butterworth, near side. Right hand, Kata Steele over the punch. Diving play, Cayley. Thrown over. And a nice control by McCaslin. Right hand, Butterworth to throw that one back. Taylor, Osterling, top side. Ashton Metz with the right hand. Goes off the block of Butterworth. Secondary there by Charles. Finalizer by Mia Steele on the front line. The first touch was a block. Doesn't count to the 3 allotted per possession. Center lane, Mia Steele off the block. Cut the left by Taylor. Secondary by Osterling, but flubs it. Not quite the footing. It looks like her right shoe slipped a little bit. Maybe a twist of ankle is asking to be had there. But it looks like she's all right. 19 Warriors, 15 Eagles. Portersville 2 away from closing it out, and that makes it 1. Ellie Hendricks getting a piece of it, but not enough to maintain in control. Match point, Warriors. Great service by Izzy Green, going off Cooper. Osterling here to the near side, finding a right hand there by Ashton Metz. Charles, Butterworth, near side to Steele, over the net, it finds a way! And Kata Steele once again claiming a point for the Portersville Warrior, and this time it's the one to put the first game to bed. 21 Portersville, 15 First Baptist. We'll bring you back when game 2 is ready to rock and roll. lines, ready to rock and roll once again here in game 2. Portersville served first in the first game. First Baptist to serve first here in the second. It's a best of 3. Loser goes down to play either, I believe it's Crawford, and I believe the opponent that they're playing right now across the way is against Grove City. So the winner of that game plays loser of this game in the losers finals, I believe it is. Nice right-handed attack there by Izzy Green. Great defense by Taylor Hendricks. Right-hand Ashton deep, out of bounds as it hits the wall. Winner goes on to the championship series. Loser goes down to the losers finals. This is the winners finals. You had the title on the screen. I don't know why I felt the need to point that out. But the sky be blue, the grass be green, and the volley be ballin'. Great service there by Sela. Right-hand attack there by Ashton. Blocked away, Izzy Green. Osterling right-hand, blocked away again. Mia Steele with a one hand. Ellie Hendricks lobs it over. And that will be touch number 4. 2-0 on the board. Portersville up with both of them. Solid serve up and across, finding its way up Taylor. Top side, Osterling finds Ellie. Right hand blocked away. Butterworth gets a hand on it. Diving play, Osterling. Not able to walk away with it. Portersville's defense coming out in a big way against one of their longtime rivals in the Tri-County Division of the SWCAC. Good service there by Charles, finding his way up Maddie. Osterling near side to Ashton with a one-handed attack. Coming off that near side 10-foot line, keeps it alive. Charles tried to punch it up too close to the net to make it comfortable. And with that, we're back within 2. 3 Portersville, 1 First Baptist. Here's Ashton Metz, number 19, to serve it up. Lobs it up and over. Finding its way near side by Charles, over to Butterworth. Over, not able to get a hand on it. It's a little bit too early. The ball just kept floating on that tempo. Not quite able to get under it. Ashton Metz here to serve the 2-3 game. Lobs it up over. Kept alive Butterworth, thrown right back. Cooper, Osterling, up, knocked down by Mia Steele on the front line. Number 8 coming out in a big way. Keeping her team in it, extending that lead to 2. It's now 4-2. Kaylee under the back line in the white jersey for the Eagles. We'll see how she does on this service by Izzy Green. Throws that one down center lane, goes off to Taylor. Kaylee with the first touch, or the secondary touch. Ellie Hendricks there to finish it off. Izzy back into the fray, finds Charles. Tipped across there by Kata Steele on the front line. Set up by Osterling. Right hand off Ellie, kept alive and returned. No, it doesn't. It barely doesn't cross the wall. Close, but not close enough. 7 serves into it. Eagles only down by 1, and it's 3-4. Beautiful service by Osterling. Goes off Kata Steele. Charles with the top side set with a right hand by Butterworth. Able to send it across. Maddie Metz off Butterworth. Kept alive by Ellie and returned by Kaylee. Green, Charles, right hand, Steele, deep, and that's in bounds. Never mind. I was going off the line, Judge. The opposite was said by the stripes in the booth. That's the one call that matters. Osterling over. Handled by Green. Butterworth near side. Steele with the right hand. Not able to get it to go. And First Baptist take up the last 2 points. And with that, the lead. 5-4 on the board here in game 2. Solid serve. Diving play by Green. Finds its way off of Mia Steele. Now it's sent up and across. Ellie Hendricks, top side. Smith Cooper tips it over. Right, left-handed attack by Butterworth, the offseat. And that one's going to find Osterling by surprise. 10 serves in, no one with the lead. 5 apiece on the board. Portersville getting the serve. And it's going to be Mia Steele to do so. Solid serve, handled by Kaylee. Ellie. Right hand by Cooper, goes off the block by Kylie in the front line. Kept alive, Mia Steele, then Kylie there to finish it off. Center set, Maddie. Right hand, Ellie. Kept alive there by, I believe that was Charles. And a little bit of miscommunication between Izzy Green and Kara Butterworth. Six serving 5. Ellie Henricks serve. Goes off Butterworth. Charles near side set. Looking for Kay to steal with that attack. Finding a Maddie Metz over to Cooper. Blocked away. Cooper throws it off the bicep. Thrown over. Back by Kylie. Off the block of Butterworth. Cut the live Taylor. Right hand attack by Kylie. Cut the live Ellie. Samantha Cooper with the attack deep. Cut the live there by Izzy Green. Charles top side. Butterworth right hand. Hits the net. And the First Baptist Eagles rejoice with a 7-5 score on the board. Ellie Henricks here to serve it up. They lead by 2. Controlled there by Kara, near side. Right hand attack there by Kay to steal. Set top side, Maddie Metz finds Cooper to finish that one off. Charles, Butterworth, near side steal with the right hand. Finds Maddie Metz, goes off the hands of Kylie on the block. Had a second touch if she needed it for the bump, but by the time that registered in her mind, it was a little too late. 8 on the board for the Eagles, 5 on the board for the Warriors as the Eagles trail the series 1-0 in game 2. Beautiful serve down the straight. McCaslin finding its way over top the net, but outside the antennas, and as it crosses, it will be a dead ball. First Baptist leading it 9-5 with a handsome 4-point lead. Izzy Green finding Charles near side. Kay to steal here with the right hand, gets past the block. Diving play by Ellie Henricks on the back line. Wins the tipping battle. The Henricks sisters able to find a way to get it done. And it looks like shaking up on the play is Izzy Green. She'll walk it off. 10-5. Izzy Green, the first one to get it. Charles, top side. Butterworth, right hand. Finds the paint. After a moment, I had a lot of confidence in that, and I almost jinxed it. Kaylee, only point of contact, hit the front side of the fist instead of the top. Katrina Eisler able to make it onto the court. She's serving up the 6-10 game. Solid serve there by Eisler. Goes off Osterling. Maddie Metz near side. Cooper here sets that one across the net. Eisler, Charles, near side to steal. Goes off Taylor Henricks as it comes back over, and it'll land out of bounds. Portersville picked themselves up to 7. They're only down by 3. Service there by Katrina. On her knees was Osterling, finds Maddie Metz, right hand there by Taylor Henricks, kept alive there by Green. Up against the net, it was contact made. Pastor Ben sure to point it out, as well as I up here in the booth. Steal, Kylie finishing that one off. Ellie, Maddie, topside Cooper, into the deep zone, kept alive by McCaslin. Clear of the ceiling, diving play Eisler. Right hand to Green. Kaylee, Maddie, finding Cooper, deep into the zone, out of bounds! Neo from the Matrix. Great judgment call there by McCaslin on the back line. Portersville picking up point number 8. They're only down by 2. Looking to make this just an adventure, one step at a time. Trino with a great serve. Goes off Kaylee, finding Cooper. Finished off there by Osterling. Green, Eisler, top side, right hand by Charles. Blocked! No! It goes over anyway. Taylor Henricks got a piece of the pie, but not the whole thing. Chalks that one across. Taylor finds Maddie. Taylor throws his one up and across. Finding its way McCaslin. Eisler, center lane, off spin. Nice control by Maddie Metz to Taylor. Up and across by Cooper. Kept alive there by Green. Katrina. Right hand by Kay to steal. Off Cooper. Clear the ceiling. Finding its way over to Osterling. Over the shoulder by Cooper. Diving play, but no. And she's feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. That floor is very unforgiving. 2 points back the gap. First Baptist at 11, Portersville at 9. Samantha Cooper there to serve it up. Kept alive there by Green, finding Eisler to the near side. Right hand by Charles. Goes off Ellie, goes off Cooper. Right hand by Ashton, diving play. Neither of them able to come up with it. Sacrifices being made around the court right now. 12 on the board to Katrina ready for it, had time to read it, and now it's going to be thrown over by Charles. Maddie, Ashton, right-hand attack, goes off of Green. Sets top side, now it's thrown up and across. Maddie Metz, Ashton Metz, thrown off the shoulder. Nice control by Green, finding his way Kylie. Katrina to throw it over. They're down by 3. Portersville looking to get this next volley. It's got momentum. Thrown over, nice control, off Taylor, thrown Kylie, off of Steele. Ellie, Maddie, top side, right hand with some boom, goes off the block. McCaslin with the first, Eisler second, right hand Kada. Controlled by Cooper. Taylor near side, trying to find Maddie Metz with the right hand. Cuts that one across, diving play, one-handed by Eisler, thrown over by Charles. The bump goes center, back over to Portersville. Kada, Eisler, top side to Charles with a right-hand attack. Solid, but not good enough to get past Ellie. Right hand by Ashton, hits the block, third touch made, and that's going to come back to the First Baptist side with a carry against Kylie Spink. Eagles, 9 Warriors. Cooper there sends it across, diving play by Green, finds the secondary, and then a third by Eisler. Maddie, right down the straight by Taylor Hendricks, controlled back over, blocked, and out she goes. That's the face that says, I'm having fun. Yup. Eagles now at 14, lead by 5. Green, Eisler, nobody wants it, diving play McCaslin, that's going to land a little too far gone. First Baptist Eagles really walking away with this second game. They only need 6 more points to carry it out. We'll see if they can do it. Cooper, deep, cut the live, Green, hard pass to control, but they're able to send it back. Taylor, Ashton, thrown over, diving play McCaslin, let go, out of bounds! Timeout called by the Portersville Warriors. Eagles 16, Warriors 9. We'll be right back after the timeout. Alrighty, both teams ready to rock, ready to roll. Once again, the Waters sisters looking on to see if the Eagles can claim their first championship in quite some time here in Slippery Rock. Charles receives, Eisler the set, right hand across the net by Kada Steele in the front line. Maddie Metz finds Ashton Metz, hits it into the net, and that will stump that progress. One step, one volley, one spike at a time. It's the story of volleyball. Service there by Kada Steele, a little too shallow. 4 is now the number. 17 Eagles, 10 for the Warriors. It's on the screen, but I don't know if you can see it. Service there by Maddie Metz, and that one goes out of bounds. An eye for an eye, an error for an error. McCaslin here to serve the 11-17 game. I'm sure she's not feeling the pressure at all. Throws it up and across. That's out of bounds. Barely. Must be something in the water. Service by Taylor Hendricks. Kept alive by Charles. Eisler here to the near side. Right hand Green. Hits the top of the net. And there's just something wild going on the court right now. Nobody can get anything going. It's a game about least mistakes right now. 2 more points and the Eagles force the issue with game 3. Solid serve, goes off of Kada, finds Eisler near side. Izzy Green wants revenge, hits the block of Ellie Hendricks. Eisler, Charles, right hand across with a lob. Taylor with the first. Osterling sets up Maddie Metz, or Ashton Metz. That one finds its way off the wall. Match point, Eagles. Here in game 2, they have a 9-point lead. So if you don't get it here, they got some chances to get it elsewhere. Thrown up and across, handled by Charles. Eisler, Charles again, thrown across, and that's just free real estate. To 20. 1 point at a time. 1 brick to be laid. serve. Cooper with the first. Osterling top side. Tipped across by Ellie. Hits the antenna on the way through, and that is out of bounds. The ball may have hit the line, but it's about where it hits the antenna. Timeout, First Baptist Eagles. 14 Warriors, 20 Eagles. When we come back, Portersville has the serve. Alrighty. Both sides ready to rock and roll once again down on the court. Portersville have one mistake in the bank, and that'll be the end of it. Charles with the serve, and that's going to do it. We have game 3. 21 Eagles, 14 Warriors. And this will be the end-all, be-all for one of these teams in the winner's bracket. We'll be right back after the timeout and the intermission have concluded. Both teams out on the court, ready to rock with it, ready to lead with it here in game number 3. We're playing to 11 according to the sheet out in front of the building. We'll see which team can get to it first. Solid serve by Sayla Charles, finding its way off Ellie Osterling, top side, out right hand by Ashemet, deep, out of bounds as it hits the corner. Portersville claiming the first point for their own. We'll see if they can surmount it to a little bit of a lead. Charles with a great serve, goes off Ellie, finding its way off Taylor. Ellie Hendricks from the back line, sets it across and finds the point. Kata Steele, not quite square to the ball, a very difficult touch to make no matter who you are. 2 serves in, 1-1 our score. Taylor Hendricks to serve for the First Baptist Eagles. Beautiful right-handed service, Kata Steele. Charles center, finding its way off Mia Steele, not over the net though, and that one will hurt, at least for a while. First Baptist up 2-1. Taylor Hendricks with a great serve. Goes off Carrot. Top side by Charles. Right hand by Green. Blocked away! Ellie Hendricks. 3-1. Taylor Hendricks, number 25, to serve it over. Kata Steele. Near side by Charles. Finds Butterworth with an attack softly. Osterling finds an attack there by Hendricks. Bumped up Butterworth. Right over the top with the 2-hand set by Green. Ashton Metz, right hand down the straight. Goes off the body and out it goes. Off the wall. Charles almost had enough of it, but not enough to keep that one from continuing on after the touch. First Baptist with a 3-point lead, making it 4-1. Service there by Taylor Hendricks. Coming up by Kata Steele. Set near side by Charles. Right hand Butterworth. Sending that one across. Nice control there by Cooper. Diving play by Ellie. Thrown over, but out of bounds. Off that back line. Portersville get a breath of fresh air as they now put 2 on the board. Service up and across, finding its way off that front line. Osterling to the near side. Right hand Ashton Metz over the top. Nice control. Butterworth clears the ceiling. Finds its way to Charles. Right hand over top there by Kata Steele. Osterling, center lane. Ellie Hendricks gets a block off of Mia Steele, and nobody there to find that one off the top of their hand. Castlin had a beautiful diving dolphin dive. I don't know. It looked graceful though. 3's the gap. First Baptist in the lead. Ashton Metz throws it across. McCaslin to the front side. Near side by Charles. Finds its way over to Kata Steele. Thrown over. Out of bounds as it hits the wall. Portersville feeling a little disgruntled here in the third. A timeout is called. Portersville Warriors at 2. First Baptist Eagles at 6. And they have the serve when we come back. Both teams ready to rock and roll once again. The gap is 4. First Baptist leading at 6-2. Number 19, Ashton Metz here to serve it up for the girls in the far side blue. Controlled by McCaslin. Near far side set, Charles finds Butterworth. Thrown over in between the candy canes. Thrown right back. Butterworth, Charles, near side. Izzy Green from the back line. Chalking that one up and over. Far side set by Osterling. Right hand Cooper. Kept alive McCaslin. That near side set, Kata Steele here with a standing spike. Finding its way up by Ashton Metz. Osterling set over there by Ellie Henricks. Charles returns it in one. Osterling, Henricks, blocked away! Out of bounds! Unfortunate. First Baptist picking up the point, making it 7-2. Block landing out of bounds off the Portersville player. Unfortunate. Great block though. It's not quite where she wanted it to fall. Handled by Kata Steele. Near side Charles. Back over to Steele. Right hand over the block. Kept alive there by Osterling. Cooper near side. Osterling over top. Finding its way off Izzy Green. Charles near side. Kata Steele right hand through the block. Finding its way off the hands of Maddie Metz. Osterling top side to Cooper. Right hand blocked away. Butterworth saying hello. Dumped down. Kata Steele off the strusses on top once more. Thrown down. And that one off the hands of Josie Osterling. And might feel a little dismay after that one. 3 now for Portersville. 7 remains for First Baptist. Haley on the back line. Keep an eye on her as we see the serve from Mia Steele. 3-7. We're playing to 11. Solid serve on her knees. Kaylee gets a hand on it, and that one will go over the top and out of bounds. Seven. Good serve down the straight. Taylor Osterling, top side. Cooper with the right hand, and that's going to go down off the defense. Serving 4. First Baptist only need 3 more to get themselves into the grand finals. Down the near side, beautifully straight served by Osterling. Right hand by Butterworth, kept alive Taylor. Addy set across there, off the touch of Kylie. Not sure if that threw off the kilter of that dig attempt by Sheila Charles. But either way, good effort nonetheless. 2 to go. Eagles want to get her done. Good serve by Josie, finding its way off Izzy. Set near side, right hand comes down with it. Not enough to keep that one past the defense of First Baptist. Returned by Ellie Henricks. Izzy, near side Charles. Finds a right hand by Steele again, and not able to get it to go. Right hand Cooper, off the block, diving play McCaslin, off the knees of Kylie, and that one will do it for a match point scenario. First Baptist Eagles. 1 more point, they get to sit comfy until the grand finals. The championship series. Service by Osterling, controlled by down the near side, Steele over top, net contact is called, and that will do it. The First Baptist Eagles go on to the championship series. The Portersville Warriors go down to the losers finals to have to play for that spot on the opposite side of the bracket. But that's going to do it for this matchup. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Gabriel Eisler, and hopefully we'll see you in the next broadcast.